Wash and go styling and yap. Should we make this a series? You're either beautiful, curls are fresh, or she's homeless and busted and don't look at me. That is just also a very normal part of what it is like to have curly hair. Hello? Hey friends, so welcome back to my channel. I am fresh out of the shower. I just finished washing my hair. This is how it looks with no products in it whatsoever. I decided randomly today that I wanted to try styling outside of the shower for the first time in like years. So I figured like, why not just do it together? I was also reflecting the other day how I have been on this journey with y'all for over 7 years now. It is 7 going on 8 years. End of this year, 2025, will be 8 years of my natural hair journey, which is absolutely insane. Special shout out to those of you who have been here since the beginning. I freaking love you. Let me know in the comments if you are like an OOG back from 2017, 2018. It's just crazy to think about. That also made me realize like there are a lot of things that I have learned about my hair. There's just things that I just don't do anymore. I don't have the time to like spend on that with my hair and it's just not necessary. Then there's also stuff that I do make sure that I do. Like I know what I'm doing now. I'm no longer new to this, I am true to this. So while we style, we're gonna chit chat a little bit and I'm gonna share some of my big sis natural hair advice. Like this is my very best advice for anyone with natural curly hair. I'll just go ahead and section my hair first. The crazy thing is that I literally never style my hair outside of the shower. I typically style my hair in the shower because I just feel like my hair turns out better that way. It's easier to get my hair sopping wet, but it's too cold outside to keep doing all that. So I really wanted to see what it would be like styling my hair outside of the shower. And also I'm just really curious to see if we can still get the same results. We about to find out. I just got this new sprayer from Amazon. The one I literally had from 2017 and she was breaking down. It was like time for her to go. This is nice. It's kind of like big. It holds a lot. So our styling combo today is going to be a tried, tested, and true because I didn't want to use a new combo. And then if my wash came out bad, I wouldn't know whether or not the outside shower styling just doesn't work for me or is it the new product combo, you know what I mean? So we're going in with Briogeo, my favorite. I'm doing their Frizz Control Gel and then I'm putting in their mousse on top. Well, foam. This is a foam. I also have a new favorite styling brush. This is the Imania Beauty Brush. I am obsessed with it. There has been no styling brush that works this way in my curls. It is actually so good and I don't style without it anymore. The thing I like about it is that it feels like gentle enough in my hair, but still gets like the job done. I don't know. It's very defining and it doesn't rip my hair out. Like I love it. See, my curls definitely feel more dry than usual. Not like dry, but like less wet than usual. And it's weird and I'm like, how is this gonna dry? Especially my roots. We're committed to this thing, so let's go. We'll just keep on keeping on and see how she goes. I think also slapping this mousse on top, just gonna add that juicy moisture that I usually like to feel for my wash and goes. All right, cute. I feel like it's coming out good. So we just keep on keeping on. All right, so let's get into this natural hair advice that I got for y'all. Starting off strong with a really, really good one. If you are ever going to try new products on your hair, always make sure you're detoxing your hair first. And I'm not talking about using just like your regular like moisturizing shampoo. I'm talking about detox your hair properly, like with a specific detox shampoo. One of my favorites is the Living Proof Detox Shampoo. Obsessed. I buy that with my own money. Also the Briogeo Micro Exfoliating Shampoo is a really good one for a good detox. It really is the very best way to try new products because if you have a bunch of like buildup in your hair from previous products, you're never gonna know if your wash and go was a flop because it didn't like the new product or if it was a flop because it didn't mesh with the buildup that you already had in your hair. So just always do it. That's just a rule of thumb for me now. I mean, you should be regularly detoxing anyway. If you're working out, I would say bi-weekly, honestly, but if not, you could get away with like a good detox once a month. Yeah, detoxes will be your best friend. Do we remember when I started off my natural hair journey and we were all terrified of shampoo? Like when I think back to that, that was so insane. We were literally afraid of shampoo because that's what we were told. That's what we were told. We were washing our hair with conditioner for years. Like that is so wild to me. I still can't believe we did that, but we did. I came on here talking about how great that was And for a while, you know, my curls were okay, but when I started using shampoo, I was like, oh, okay. I still find that so crazy that that's what we did. I definitely shampoo my hair every single wash now. It's not a real wash if I don't shampoo. Once in a while, if I'm feeling very, very lazy and I just need my hair to be refreshed, I will use a co-wash. I have one, and it's by Authentic Beauty Concept. I love their products, love that brand. And they sent me like their hydrating cleansing conditioner or something. I'll just run that through my hair, rinse it out, but I'll literally just leave my hair after that for maybe 2-3 days and then go back in with like an actual full proper wash with a shampoo, because that to me is more like a midweek kind of refresh and not like an actual wash. I guess another solid piece of advice would be to make sure that you have like a good solid set of like shampoos. You need one hydrating shampoo that has lots of slip, very hydrating but still very cleansing. You should have a clarifying or detox shampoo that gives you like that extra deep cleanse. Those two definitely a must. And then for me, I like to have like a shampoo that smells really, really good. Like it's like a comfort shampoo for me, that I know that it's just gonna smell good and make me feel really good and happy. So I told you my favorite detox shampoos. In terms of the others, for a really good smell good shampoo, Fenty Hair. And by the way, I'm so sorry. I'm terrible, because I definitely went ahead and filmed like multiple washes with the Fenty Hair stuff, and then I meant to sit down and like show you those washes, show you the results, and then really talk in depth about the entire Fenty Hair collection. Have I sat down to edit that content and then sit down and film the actual talk through? No. But if you guys are still interested in hearing my thoughts about Fenty Hair, I definitely have thoughts. So if you guys think it's not too late and you would still be interested in hearing my thoughts on Fenty Hair, let me know and I will get that video together for y'all, because we have the footage. But one thing I really do love about Fenty Hair is the smell. So I really enjoy their shampoo. The smell is amazing. I also used a new shampoo today. It was the Camille Rose. I'll put up a picture on the screen. It's the Camille Rose. Like, they have this new guava collection that is all about slip. Oh, it's good. It is good. Today was my first time using it and it is good. I basically just rotate between all of those. I will have a link below that has like links to every single product that I mentioned in this video. So if you are interested in checking out, so if you're hearing me talk and you're like, ooh, I wanna go ahead and check that out, I promise you everything will be linked in the description box below. I feel like this is coming out really good actually, and would you look at that? I'm not freezing, shivering cold in the shower. My hair is definitely gonna dry faster this way as well. So next up, this is something that I've been saying on my channel for literally years to y'all, and that is to listen to your hair. I know that there's tons of content creators nowadays who create a lot of different natural hair content, and we'll all say things and we're saying things and sharing things as it relates to our hair and our natural hair journey. And some of it you may resonate with and some of it may work for your hair, but you may find that some of it actually does not. And this is why I've always preached from day one how important it is to listen to your own hair, because it will literally tell you what it needs. You just gotta kind of listen to it and ebb and flow with your hair. Like if you're finding that your hair may be flaking a lot after like none of your wash and goes are coming out good, they're all either like flaky or your scalp is really itchy, that is a sign that it might be time for a detox. If your ends are looking really stringy, or your hair is just, you know, all curly hair tangles, but if it is just extra tangly, giving you extra headaches during wash day, you are probably due for a trim. Like, your hair will literally tell you what she needs. You just gotta pay attention. First section is done, and so far my hair is telling me that she's enjoying this. I already know my hair absolutely loves this combo, but it does feel slightly different doing it outside of the shower, but still good. Still good. She's looking pretty decent. So my next piece of advice is actually something that I figured out through finding a really good professional hairstylist that I love so much and trust so much. Actually, that within itself is advice that I would give to literally anyone and everyone. I actually have 2 stylists that I live in Atlanta now. So you guys already know Crystal very, very well. Crystal at Salon Scanda, actually Salon Scanda in general, their whole team, she actually educates all the stylists there. And then last year I went to Nia. She is the owner of Imania Beauty. I went to her to do my first ever trim on blown out hair. But yeah, I've learned so much from those 2 stylists over the years. Literally every time I go in and do stuff with my hair, I'm asking questions, I'm learning things and all that, picking up different techniques, different product combos, all that good stuff. But yeah, the actual other piece of advice that I was gonna mention that I learned through seeing my stylist, specifically Crystal, is that I really learned that less is more when it comes to your hair. I have seen only the very best results for my hair when I really started to just simplify my routine and stop doing the absolute most. Okay, because more is not more. Simplifying my routine down to 1 shampoo, 1 conditioner, and 1 or 2, maybe 2 stylers has been game changer. I have less buildup. The products themselves are just more effective when you're not like layering them with 10 products all together. Less flaking, all of the things. There's only good things that have come from me simplifying my routine so much. I think it was 2021 when I saw Crystal for the first time. Dang! I've been seeing Crystal for a minute now. Crystal was the one who was like, hey, maybe you just try styling your hair without leave-in conditioner and see how it was. Again, simplifying the routine, and my curls were just so happy. Literally my wash and goes had never lasted longer. So yeah, less has been absolutely way more for me, which is good because less means also less stress, less money you're spending on products because you're not using like 10 to do 1 wash and go. Like it's just all pluses, no negatives. I still do keep a couple leave-in conditioners on hand every once in a while. Y'all know I still like to experiment with leave-in conditioners here and there. I'm not totally against it. Yeah, it really was just the overall simplification of my routines in general. Just my hair has been flourishing, and look at how long we are. I can't wait until my hair can just sit like down here. I wonder if maybe we'll be able to get there by the end of this year. My hair grew a lot last year, and I think also by not doing protective styles anymore, my curls have been really, really flourishing. Look at how like fuzzy my hair gets without product. This is definitely also a different texture from like the front of my hair. I feel like I have much tighter curls like in the back, right in the middle. All right, so my next piece of advice that I have for you is like, listen, I was not expecting for this to really make such a big difference, but it really actually makes all of the difference. And if you have been listening to me and saying, hey, I've been doing every single thing, all the pieces of advice that you've been mentioning, I've been doing it, I'm still not getting good wash and goes, my hair, I'm still fighting with my hair, I'm not getting the results that I want, then this is what you need to try next. What you need to do is invest in a filtered shower head. It sounds bougie, it sounds extra, it sounds like one of those like trends or fads, right? Like, you know, like filtered shower head, big deal. But y'all, this really, really can make a massive difference, not only in your hair, but also in your skin. Just don't really think about how, like what is in our actual water. And in some places, the water is very hard, meaning it's full of all of these minerals and stuff that kind of just stick in your hair. And so you're washing your hair, you're using your shampoos and stuff, but the water that you're literally washing your hair with is actually working against you. Before I had a filtered shower head, I felt like, you know, I could use the same products in my hair and do the exact same wash, same technique and everything, but it was still kind of like, I don't know what we're gonna get here, because even though it's the same products, I would still end up getting different results sometimes. With my filter shower head, I don't have to worry about that anymore. My wash and goes are so much more consistent. And so when I find a really good solid routine that works for me, it stays a really good solid routine that works for me. I know that's something that we joke about with curly hair all the time. Like, you never know what you're gonna get, but honestly with the filtered shower head, I see so much more consistency in my hair. So yeah, I highly, 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 highly recommend a filtered shower head. Fun fact, actually, I also, while I was showering, I filled this up with the filtered water from the shower. I started to fill it up from the tap and then I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to stop my hair with dirty water. So I actually held it up to the thing so that it could fill up with nice, clean, filtered water. Because at this point, baby, that's all my hair is used to. We will have it no other way. A little hairstyling ASMR. Oh yeah. All right, so far so good. I do feel like my hair is bigger. Like I feel like I might get more volume out of this wash and go, which is not a bad thing at all because it's not as much water. I don't know. I think we might get more volume, but we'll see. We'll see. You know, the final test is never until your hair is like fully dry. Day 2, what are we really working with? Next piece of advice is not really advice, but a little bit of some truth here. Your hair is never gonna look like mine, and my hair is never gonna look like yours. There are so many different hair types, and I'm not just talking about the little bitty hair types that we all talk about that I hate and I still kind of cringe at, which is like type 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, all that crap, right? The only reason why I continue to use it here and there is because I feel like it gives some people sort of a bit of a guide. Anyways, besides like your hair type and your type of curl pattern that you have, like there's so many different factors that make your hair your hair. Like for example, how soft it is, how strong it is, how dense it is. Like there's just so many different factors when it comes to your hair. I really feel like curly hair, yeah, there may be some similar curls, but no two curls are the exact same. If you're looking at my regimen or at my videos and listening to my advice because you want your hair to look like mine, it just doesn't work that way. I can help you get your healthiest hair. I can help you figure out a routine and regimen that may work for you. Yes, they are great guidelines. Yes, I am here to be your guinea pig in whatever ways I can be and give you product reviews and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, if I could get you, or just one person really, anybody, to really just love and appreciate their own hair, that is always my goal. Love and appreciate your own hair, to like figure out your own regimen, your own thing like that works for you. For some people, it's relaxer. You know what? That's gonna be what works for you, then that's what works for you. There really is just so much power and self-love really in just figuring out what works for you and just doing that. Like even my mom, when my mom first went natural, of course, like she was just very reliant on me for guidance, right? To try and figure out where she should start with her natural hair journey. She kind of had to take my guidance, yes, and my product recommendations and try things, but also she had to realize what she likes for your hair, because then also not only are all of our hair types different, we also want different things out of our hair. Like you may have similar hair to me, but you really, really love volume. For me recently with my long hair, I really like to have a lot of definition just so I feel like I don't have to stress about my hair until the next wash. What I'm doing for my wash and go, my products, my techniques, is not necessarily gonna get you what you want for your hair. So really at the end of the day, I think the real win is figuring out your own routine that works for you. Could be similar to mine, could not be, it doesn't matter, as long as you're happy with your hair. Like my mom's routine, pretty similar to mine. We both keep our routines very simplistic, but she uses different styling products. She does her wash and goes in a completely different way than I do, because that is what works for her and how she can get her desired results for her hair type. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes it can just be so easy, like too easy to get really caught up in what you're seeing online and just think that that's like the only way, you know? I really feel like at the end of the day, there is no necessarily right way or wrong way. I mean, there's healthy ways and there's unhealthy ways of like managing your hair. But in terms of products, techniques, desired results, all that stuff, you really just got to figure out what works for you and really just do you at the end of the day. Next piece of advice is related to wash and goes from your favorite wash and go girly. The faster you fail at your wash and goes is the quicker you're gonna be able to figure out your successful wash and go combo technique, like the whole regimen. The quicker that you fail at that and continue failing is the quicker you will be successful at it. And that's actually one of the things that I learned in college that stuck with me. My college professor one day said, the best thing that you can do for yourself is to fail fast. And I just remember thinking that was just so crazy, because as a perfectionist, I hate failing. Nobody enjoys failing, but every single time you fail, you learn something. And the same is true for your hair regimen. Trial and error is literally how I learned, oh, you know what? My wash and go is much more of a breeze and much more enjoyable and much more effective too when I detangle at my shampoo step. It was through trial and error that I figured out how much I freaking love Briogeo. I'm not trying to like sugarcoat it and make it seem like trial and error is the easiest thing ever to do with curly hair, because believe me, I know hair rage really well. There is no type of rage that rages quite like hair rage. When you're trying to do your hair and it's just not coming out the way you need it to, it's just not cooperating. That's upsetting. That is really, really frustrating, and it can make you want to punch a wall. I have been there before, but I almost feel like it's a little bit of a rite of passage almost to having natural hair, is going through that whole process. Everybody's gonna go through a stage where they hate their hair because it's just like, why is my hair not coming out like everybody else's? Where you feel like you want a big chop, like long hair is just not for you because it's just not working out, so short is gonna be your vibe forever. Natural hair really is truly a journey. But if you can just kind of stick with it, I promise you, like, it can't, your wash and goes can't be trashed forever. Just think about it like this. Every single time you have a failed wash and go, you're one step closer to your signature combo, your signature technique, signature regimen. Like you are almost there. I do kind of feel like nowadays though, there is so much more information. There are so many amazing products out nowadays that it is a lot simpler, I think, to be able to nail everything down for your hair. It is definitely easier than it used to be. So all hope is not lost. I just want to give you a little hope. Like if you are in that space, I have been there. We all have been there. As long as you don't give up. And don't forget, like maybe wash and goes just aren't for you. There are plenty of girlies who slay it at braid outs, flexi rod sets, twist outs, all the things, you know? So don't even just stop at wash and goes. You gotta just find your thing. And honestly, don't forget to have fun with it, okay? If you have a failed wash and go, that's also another opportunity for maybe trying a new hairstyle that week, like a new slick back bun or something. Because if you don't, it can just tend to be just like a miserable journey. And I would not wish that on anybody. So failing a wash and go is completely okay and actually recommended. You know what else is also okay? Frizz. Frizz is okay. And you know what? This gotta be a note to myself, because the perfectionist in me does not leave room for frizz. But here's the real truth about curly hair. It's never gonna always be perfect all the time. People with straight hair, yeah, they can get away with that. They can get away with cutesy little things, but when it comes to curly hair, you are just going to be busted some days, okay? There's just gonna be some days of the week that your hair is busted, and that's okay. It's just the way it is with curly hair. Day 1, day 2, maybe even up to like day 4, day 5 if we have a really good wash. We're cute, we're working it. Don't ask me about my day 7 hair. It just is what it is for curly hair. You're either really beautiful and amazing and the curls are fresh, or she's homeless and busted and don't look at me. That is just also a very normal part of what it is like to have curly hair. And I think, you know, I think it's versatility. So really just don't stress about yourself. Don't hate your hair because you feel like it's just not as perfect as everybody else's. We all, I promise you, we're all going through the trenches at some point in our week if we have curly hair. So we are fully styled and I am really excited because my hair is just feeling, it feels really good and I feel like it looks really good. We have some really good curl definition. My hair feels so lightweight. Like usually with the water, like styling in the shower, it's like a lot more heavy with water and product. But this feels very light, and I think that's why I'm feeling like we may end up getting more volume out of this, which again, I would not be mad at all. What I have been doing lately, I'm gonna show you my little trick, which I learned from Nia. She put these clips at the front, and now I just do this at home as well. This just helps to add a little bit of volume. Like I hate when my hair just like is like flat. By just putting these two little clippies in, it really encourages the hair to go kind of like up before it comes down. Look at this, I'm wearing a t-shirt and my hair is like wet, but it's not drippy at all. So it's not, see, it's not even leaving wet spots on my hair. This is so interesting. I have not felt my hair feel like this after wash and go styling in a very long time. Cute! Okay, one of the things I also really love about this foam is that it has heat protectant in it. So it's perfect because I don't need to add any additional products for any heat protection from diffusing. I actually don't even feel like my hair really needs diffusing, but I'm still gonna diffuse it. It feels illegal to have a wash and go and not diffuse it. I don't know, I'm so used to diffusing, so we're gonna do that. We love her. It's coming out so good. It's still not 100% dry, but it's like almost there. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and let this air dry the rest of the way, I think, and then I will pop back in tomorrow to show you guys day 2 final results, so we can really for real see if like styling out of the shower is something I have just been missing out on. Okay, so here's the day 2 update. You guys, I am really enjoying these results. I actually feel like I got a little bit more hold without using as much water. I do have a little bit of a crunch, which I normally get from that combo anyways, but it's the type of crunch that just like fluffs right out. And look, I feel like we have like a much better balance of a little bit more volume instead of just like straight definition. I'm kind of loving her, and not just loving like the way my hair looks and stuff, but I love the way my hair feels. Feels really good. I definitely want to continue experimenting more with styling my wash and go outside of the shower. I also want to try some new wash and go combos. I have been hearing that Curly Magic, because I've been experimenting a lot with Curly Magic and pairing it with different things to see what kind, like my hair loves like that jelly feel that I get from the Curly Magic. And I've been hearing that the Curly Magic with the Inner Sense, I create hold gel, their gel that's like super strong hold. I heard that those two make a really good combo, so we may just have to try that one next. Looks kind of good. My hair's like more flippy too, like I feel like I could flip it into like a little side part situation. You guys, I haven't done a side part in so long. Oh, it's actually kind of cute. Why does it look like longer when it's parted to the side? Hello? Anyways, that is basically it for this video. This was a fun little experiment. I hope you guys also enjoyed my big sis natural hair advice. If you have any additional advice to add to the list, go ahead and comment it below. If you have any video requests or video ideas, comment those below as well. I will catch y'all right back here same time, same place next week. Bye!